Look, everyone that's listening, you are not gonna build your Rome in one day. Like literally, like you might have to go broke 5 times before you even build a Rome. And every time you go broke, you're supposed to learn something. If you don't learn that, you went broke for no reason. Because a lot of people are just thinking about one aspect of the market, and that's what it can give you. There's a lot you have to give the market before you can get anything back.
Or you can go absolutely broke and bankrupt with this.
And deeper than just the money, you know this too. Your time becomes a currency.
My main goal is to make money off of the Forex side and future side, turn that money into other assets that I know I can make money, have more control over, because you don't control the market.
You don't control the market.
So why the hell would you spend all your time and effort to try to get money that you can't control? Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Solo E in the building, and we have a young man here. Basically, he is an option trader. We can consider him a full option trader. Absolutely. Just got started and is already doing great. I mean, I think we're probably in, a couple months?
Yeah, we're about 3-4 months in.
3-4 months in.
Still below half a year.
And I think you already made about over 50
yeah,
grand?
I touched 50K with this.
You touched 50K with this?
I touched 50K with this. And I haven't really, it wasn't planned, you know what I mean? It wasn't like I was aiming for 50K. It's like I was really aiming for 25, and then you just start doing more, you know what I mean, better things than you expect, and I didn't even know what to do with it when I was,
when you got to
50? When I got to 50, it's because it wasn't like I'm saving till I hit 50. It's like I added up what I made last week and the week before. I was like, oh, you know what I mean? Yeah, bro. So it wasn't like it wasn't like let me watch what's in my account right now, and let me save it.
Right.
It was like I would lose and I'd be like, fuck it, I gotta replenish and I gotta come back strong. And then I'd win and I'd forget about a loss that I took. And then I'd be like, oh, bro, you just lost 13,000, but you just made 25. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't even be thinking about like.
So you say you lost 13. So let's recoup a little bit back, because first and foremost, you're how old?
23.
You're 23, right?
Absolutely.
You got into options. How?
Man, really just got into options because I needed to find a way to make illegal money legally. Literally, like, I hate to say it, I hate to admit it like that, but it was really just me seeing the potential that, you know, everyone I know was making crazy bread, bro, making stupid money, and I didn't even understand the charts. I didn't understand what I was looking at, so I kind of just felt like my only option was to try something new.
What were you doing before this?
Before this, I was really strictly camera work. Camera work.
Camera work?
And really just like street life.
Street life?
Yeah, like in the streets. You know.
You just fully adapt from street life to now where you are now.
Yes.
Gentlemen, basically.
Absolutely. 100%. I could show you, I've deleted a lot of things from my Instagram, but there was a specific highlight that actually took everybody on the journey pretty much the last 2 years of my life. I deleted it because I didn't want professionals to see it. Yeah, I deleted it because it was so much illegal money and just stuff that I thought I was trying to show off. I swear I deleted it, bro, just a couple months ago, because more professional personalities started looking at my Instagram and they would not contact me back and they wouldn't give a reason. And then I would look at my Instagram and I'd figure out why. I wouldn't want to hire me either, riding around with a ski mask holding $4 or $5 grand. That shit's not cool.
Not cool at all. And a lot of people don't even realize that.
It's not cool, bro.
A lot of like managers look at your profile without you even knowing.
It's not cool, bro.
How you get access to my profile? All we do is search up your name and boom. So
Nick, like even my name, Nick, like, you know, my name's Nick. Even my actual name is attached to my artist name, my Instagram and my social, simply because the internet is connected to by images or whatever. So it's like somebody could be looking for my artistry and find me.
Yeah.
And then put the two together. And that's what scared me, was like, I really saw not even just employers, clients treat me differently. Yeah, because they're like,
see something different though.
Yeah, they're like,
hire him just
we
because
don't think he's, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it kind of made me it just made me like realize what's real, bro. There's no need for me to stay in one lane that's not even smooth.
Got you. Okay, so you came from the street life, right?
Yeah.
And within that life, pretty much where you at now, obviously, was a lesson learned, experiences, and it made you become more of a man who you are from the past, right? And just grew ultimately.
100%.
Now, within that life that you lived previously, how did you get introduced into options? That's the main question.
That's the main, yeah, that's, I guess you would say a lot of my friends, because I grew up in the suburbs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a lot of the things I was doing, like in the streets, were just against what a lot of my community was doing. But that's where I felt comfortable. You feel me? My comfort zone was where everybody felt endangered. So like, for me, I was always having my hand in the door or my foot in the door in a space where a lot of people couldn't. But I'd be that middle piece where it's like, oh, bro, he's not from the hood, but we need some stuff that's from over there. Go hit Nick up. Like, Nick is going to get it for you. And slowly people were like, yo, bro, you're actually smart. You're not an idiot. Like, I started doing camera work in high school for like coaches and teams and, you know, having business conversations with people that would bring out a different side of my character. And they'd be like, yo, you're not just the kid that ditches school or just doesn't like going to school. You actually have like, and I'd be like, to me, it's like, I'm hearing that. I'm like, bro, that doesn't make me money. Like, you know what I mean? That's how I thought about it. I'm like, that's not money. Your advice isn't making me money. I'm like, do you make this money? Did you pay for it? You know, your mom's this. Oh, okay, you didn't? All right, then you can't relate to me.
Right.
Even at a young age in high school, bro, like, I didn't have shit. But that's because I was giving. Like, I would rather give than have, if that made sense.
So, I mean, what would you put that in a situation like when you say giving? Is it more so, I guess, like a learning experience too?
It was, yeah. Now, obviously, I can't give like the way I used to.
Right.
But it was learning experience because now you just learn to give to people who actually want what you're giving.
Facts.
You don't just give to anybody. Like now, I don't even feel bad if I see somebody that needs something that I don't have to give. You get me?
Yeah.
Before I used to feel bad. Now it's like, I don't have that.
Cliche, just like, but you get though. It's not just like because usually a lot of people feel bad when they say no, when they thought they should say yeah, or when they feel like they need to give something away. When in reality, it's not even like that.
It's not personal.
Right.
You feel me? It's more of like I mean, and as a man, you know this. When you put your mind to do something, it's like you're gonna do it. It doesn't even matter. It's not about, hey, me tapping your, hey, E, man, I need a drink of water. It's like, hey, bro, I need to get this done. Have your drink of water. I'm gonna keep doing my thing.
Yep.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's where. But my bad. That was kind of off topic. I got into options, bro, really because there were a bunch of financial geniuses around me that were holding out on me simply because I never acted like I would have understood what they were going to tell me. If that's why this whole image thing is a big deal, because I never portrayed myself like what I am or like what I was. I was always just portraying myself like what I was around.
Got you.
You know what I mean? And then I'm 23 now. That's how long it took, bro, for me to learn my identity.
There's nothing wrong with being 23, learning your identity. People still 30, 40, still trying to figure everything out. So you being this young and grinding and getting money and your mindset is focused and just the way you think and the way you act is just it's just inspiration to a lot. You know,
I appreciate that,
to
bro.
me, inspiration to people that's watching this, because that's man right there. That's a gift, you know.
I appreciate that, bro.
And talent, you know. So the fact that you came from that to now trading options, and I remember when we sat down, I had asked you, "What's your strategy?" And you what you said? You said you didn't have.
I said I didn't have a strategy, and I showed you what I was.
And then you start showing me. I'm like, hold on, bro, this is a strategy, right? So I want to talk about your strategy of pretty much how you got to where you got to, because I'm not gonna say, like, the thing about trading is a lot of people think it's luck or it's a gamble, but I always say it's not when you have risk and when you have a strategy, when you have rules implemented, and you basically do, like, you have a legit solid strategy. So walk me through your strategy. I guess we can say walk me through your strategy that got you to that 50K just in general, and just you know, because I think you still trading options.
Yeah, I'm still trading. I just I kind of like I took I'm not gonna lie, I took like a hefty loss. It was over 5K, and it made me pull back from my strategy. Is like it's not even with the chart strategy. It's like my actual intuitive strategy. It's like that's aside from my chart strategy I showed you. I need to chill. Like I'd be aggressive.
Aggressive.
Yeah, I'd be aggressive, bro. Like I'm like, all right, wake up and watch the charts, and like I'll be boxing the charts. That's what I like to call it. I will fight with the charts all day. I'm gonna sit there and watch you go up and down. My mind's gonna go with you, and I'm gonna analyze it. I have to relax from that, bro, because it's like I was over here trying to duplicate making 20K every week when you only need 5.
Yeah, I remember we talked about it. And you said that. Yeah,
yeah, bro.
That's so true.
That was that's still something. That's actually why I didn't trade options. Yeah, I haven't even traded options since last week.
Is it because of the win you had, or is it just because of the way you think of?
It's the way I think, bro. I'm addicted.
So you okay. So you,
it's not funny.
So when you say addicted, you basically realize that you were addicted to the charts.
Bro, I love
and calm down to realize I need to stop being on the charts every day.
Every day, bro, yeah.
You know what's crazy? I say this to my students in my community all the time is you cannot just trade every day. Like I have people say, I want to be a full-time trader.
Nah, bro, you can't.
Exactly.
You can't. Like
it's not going to
even
happen.
if you look, I made my little 30K and I kept trading, and that's when the losses started coming.
Yeah, that's very typical.
Look, this is what I learned with the numbers. This is what the numbers taught me. This is why I'm able to do a lot of other things after this experience at a high level, even if it's crypto. And even when I jump in your class with the futures, what has allowed me to grow in the future is learning from this experience how to be patient. Because look, everyone that's listening, you are not going to build your Rome in one day. Like literally, like you might have to go broke 5 times before you even build a Rome. And every time you go broke, you're supposed to learn something. If you don't learn that, you went broke for no reason. You know what I mean?
That's facts. I like how you put that down. I like how you break that down.
Literally, bro, because I've never lost and not made at least 2 or 3 times back afterwards if your analysis of your failure was correct.
Yeah.
But if you fail to analyze, and as you know, you're a master in certain forms of thought and even in your own work, if you fail to analyze what you're doing, bro, you can't measure it and you can't improve it.
Facts.
So, yeah, I think I like to measure myself every chance I get, bro. Okay.
And so this is what you do pretty much though, like, I'm not gonna say full time, but I'm just gonna say like this is like, what is your money maker? Is trading considered your money maker now? No. So what is your money maker?
So I could say this for trading though. Trading was something I hoped and looked forward to that ended up happening.
Okay.
It definitely was. And I think I look up to people like you because you've made a life out of this. I know from a short term, I wouldn't call it luck because I did it with intention, but I know from short term, a short lifespan in this space, I know that to have longevity here, you have to go a lot deeper than just profits. You get me?
Yeah.
And I know this because I've paid attention to my wins and my losses. A lot of kids my age would be excited by that.
Yeah.
That actually scared me. It made me the opposite. When I won that money, I was like, how much money have I been missing? This happened in 30 seconds. It's 8:30. I said, this has been going on every day of my life. And I just found out about it. I wasn't even, that's what makes me pull back from the market more than anything, not the profits, is the fact that you may not be ready for the door you're walking into.
Right.
Because a lot of people are just thinking about one aspect of the market, and that's what it can give you. There's a lot you have to give the market. before you can get anything back.
For you can go absolutely broke and bankrupt with this.
And deeper than just the money, you know this too. Your time becomes a currency.
Time, even not even that too. An emotional aspect. Mentally, you just become a different human being. Mentally,
you become a robot, bro.
Not even that. No, I wouldn't say a robot, because robot would be more like
Go ahead.
When you say robot, what do you mean by that?
Not like you're emotionally numb or anything, but like robot in the sense that like you have a programmed, a set goal in your mind, like, or a set script. You're like, I should be, you know what I mean? I should be. And then you try to follow it. And when you go out of those parameters, what happens to a robot? It thinks it's glitching, it's error. Yeah. So that's how we act in life. Like I feel even with myself, I'll give myself a set of parameters. I won't abide by them. And then my whole fucking plan will just collapse. Yeah. Like I'll actually lose my physical peace for like a good hour or something, or 2 hours, because I'm not abiding by these guidelines that I set by myself. I'm proving to myself I can't be perfect. Mm-hmm. And that bothers me. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I feel like too, with trading, the problem that traders in experience and non-experience has is the capability to understand following rules and, like you said, patience and everything. Yes, because what happens is, like what you're saying with robot, you'll have a strict rule where I'm looking to make $500 every day, or let's do every day. Right? Yes. That's a big mistake you should never do.
You should never.
I always tell people, you do not control the market, so never put any type of strict rules like that. If anything, just say something very basic, where it could be, look, my goal for this month or for this year is to gain 3, 4, 5% on my overall account. I used to be a trader where I used to be like, look, I just want to make $500 a day and I'm good. Because the moment the market is just either just consolidating, you don't have no control.
You can't have any control.
So you start forcing yourself into trades that don't even exist. You start going against your rules.
We spoke about that the first time I was here too.
Yeah, it's just like you just can't do all that. You know what I'm saying? That's a big no. You know, and I want you to talk about your strategy too, real quick, because I feel like that's important too for traders. Is not only you need a strategy, but you also need a psychology strategy too.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And the psychology is more than the actual strategy itself.
It's more important.
Have the most strategy. You can literally just have a moving average. Once it crosses past that, you can literally be in a trade. But that's not the problem.
But if your psyche isn't in the trade, if you're not, and I'm new, so I could say this to all new traders, like, if you are not prepared to like win the way we think of winning, you're not ready, you know, or if you're not prepared to lose as much as you think of winning, you're not supposed to be operating in this space.
Facts.
That's what I know. When I lost as much as I had won and then still kept going, I knew I was meant to be here. Literally. I was like, oh yeah, you a player, like you're meant to be here, bro. Like you're a shark. Because people's accounts get shut down. People lose their fucking minds over 15, 20K, 10, 5. And I know these are numbers that you could relate with. You've seen these numbers go and come.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for less than half a year, bro. So I'm looking at it like with a whole different like level of humility that I feel like a lot of people are blinded by when it comes to profits. Mm-hmm. I didn't just look at what I made. I'm good. I didn't just look at what I made. I actually look at what I lost too. And why. It's not enough that it's just more than what you lost. That's cool. That's great.
Yeah.
Why did you lose?
Why did you lose? Exactly.
What made you
learning from your mistakes? You know, failure leads to success, obviously, right? So you're right on that. So let's talk about your strategy a little bit.
Absolutely, my bad.
Now, this is good conversations, man. Like I said, look, once again, y'all scumming past through this. He's 23, very, very successul already. Option trader.
I know not successful. I'm building, man.
You building on it, right? I'm very modest, humble. Bro. Let's say that too.
I'm building. You got me looking like I'm a millionaire or something.
But you got the millionaire mindset. Though.
Absolutely.
That's what's gonna get you to where you're trying to get to. So that's big. But yeah, let's touch on your strategy, man. So walk me through your strategy And if you got a risk strategy, walk me through that psychology strategy or risk strategy as well. So how does this work?
I'm gonna start with risk first because that's like I feel like the most important thing to understand as a trader.
Okay.
And that's the thing that I actually didn't understand for a long time. I was just trading based off of pure fundamentals and not understanding what people meant by risk, because you can control the percentage that leaves your portfolio or that you're putting up or leveraging against or whatever, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know any of that. So risk for me used to mean that if I had more money left in my account after I opened up a position,
God, Jesus,
then I was
oh my God. So that's what you don't do, or that's what you do?
That's what you don't do, y'all. That's exactly what you do. Never ever never ever open up a position and think that the cost of this trade or the cost of this opening of your position, it's not even the trade, you haven't traded anything. You just opened up a position. Never think that because you opened your position and there's still money left in your account that you're good, or that your margin has been untouched, or whatever you're trading. It works differently if you're Forex, crypto, whatever. Never ever think that risk management is you looking at what you have available to trade with. That number is not you. The only thing I use that number for is the amount to determine what percentage of that amount I want to be using. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like, okay, let's say I have like the account I showed you, the 25K live, whatever. 1%. You want to risk 1% of that or 10% of that?
Mm-hmm.
2,500 on every trade. If I was trading like that long run, I would have lost a lot less money, made more long run. But because I was trading the way I was, I made a lot more short term. But long run, if I stopped trading that way. If I kept trading that way, I was setting myself up for a lot of failures. But yeah, because you can't just look at money when you're making money. That's not the only thing that matters. Even in the world of business, like, it's not just how much you paid, or it's not just how much you're receiving. There's a lot of things that go in between that affect how much you are going to pay and how much you're going to receive.
Thanks.
And I never understood. So that's why I said a lot of my other business ideas or whatnot help me understand numbers, because I can attach something the numbers is teaching me to something in the fashion industry, or like maybe the camera world, or like some numbers over here. I'll be like, okay, this is risk in this world, this is risk in this world.
Yeah.
So it's like I get a pretty good fundamental understanding, bro. But yeah, traders never calculate risk based on how much money you have. Yeah, that's
more so on percentage base of what you want to risk on your overall account balance, right?
Yeah, and
Gotcha.
like you really shouldn't. I mean, everyone's risk is their own, but like I'm just saying, like, you really shouldn't even risk over 10%
per trade.
Not even per trade. Like if you're risking 10% per trade, you should be extremely confident that trade is gonna hit. That's how I think. Not that 10%'s a lot, but that's how much profit you should be getting then.
Okay, so when you say risk 10%, is this like a overall account or per day?
I would say at a time, because you can open up multiple trades. I know there's some people that do day trading and some people that do they're stuck on if you're doing options and you're not a day trader, they have the 3 trades every 5 rolling business days. So you get stuck with that. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
If you're on a prop firm account, I don't know what their rules are, but I'm pretty sure it's like the same thing.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? So it's like you still got to manage your risk anywhere you are. You know what I mean?
That's a plus.
Yeah.
And then now for your strategy itself, what type of strategy do you use?
Man, bro. So I'm learning from the last time I told you. It was just a bunch of lines. It was like, you know what I mean?
Lines, right?
Yeah, it was,
lines. Okay.
I swear it was just a bunch of, I would call them price lines. That's what I was calling them. And that's what they're actually called. Because what I was just doing was, at different points in the market, I was marking the highs and the lows. Not even sell points or buy points. I was just marking the high and the low based on that candlestick. If this had a long tail, that's a high. And in the next, let's say like 30 minutes, if I found a high in that area, I'd mark that as the resistance. You know what I mean?
When you say high and lows, is this based off the daily?
This is literally
the time session.
This is like in a period of time. So like this. Okay. If I'm actually doing market analysis, on an option, they have pre and post market. So I love to go over the pre market before I trade because you could just see what the market's been doing from like the last couple hours. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, the pre market is a pretty good indication of what the market's gonna do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it mirror. I figured out there's a couple things, and don't take my word for this if you're listening, but usually within the first 3 hours, the market will do exactly what the pre-market did, and then it'll do the complete opposite, and then it'll repeat itself. And usually in the last half of the day, the last 3 hours of, I would say, NASDAQ, like the stock exchange or whatnot, anyone who's trading on like a regular, not the foreign markets or anything like that, usually from like 1 to 3, you can tell what it's going to do for the next day. You know what I mean? And that's Central Time. That's Central Time.
So you said 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah. That's like, if you're not trading from that time, and this is a discipline I'm enforcing right now, I won't trade after a certain time. It's not about it being profitable or not. It's about offering myself an ability to look at what I'm doing. Because that's another emotion.
Yeah.
Is you will throw everything you know out the second you see something that excites you. Yep. Literally. Yep. And even in the market forecast, I see a long tail on this, and I know it's about to shoot up. Like, I know it's about to hit a reversal, and your trading session's done. Why would you go back in the market?
Part of discipline. It's part of psychology.
Exactly.
Yep, part of following the rules.
Exactly.
And sticking to the rules. You know?
So, that's key. That's like, as a young trader, I mean, we talked about this before, but that's something I'm definitely implementing now that's making, one, when I do lose, which isn't very often anymore, it's so small it doesn't even fucking matter.
Because you're only risking a certain amount.
It doesn't even fucking matter. Like, I'm not even looking at that shit. I'm just like, all right, bro. You know what I mean? It's like a little like mosquito bite, because it's like you're more so upset that your strategy didn't prove victorious.
Exactly.
You're not even the lot, and that's when I knew I also reached a new level, when I could afford my losses and still replenish them with other income streams.
You gotta re-say that. So you said you can afford. Damn, saying that you can afford your losses is a big term.
It is,
because
a lot of people can't afford their losses.
A lot of people can't afford their losses at all. And the losses starts off when you take your money from your bank, put it to your account, knowing damn well you can't
replenish that.
Yeah. So, and then of course, same thing applies when you have the money in your account and you just taking losses. A lot of people can't.
Yes,
afford
bro.
That, right?
So that's what true. I mean is, I didn't know that until I experienced it, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then now it hits differently, because when you get out your little luck phase, you start to put in that work. You go back to your normal timeline. You know, you might start kicking it with your friends again, or you might start whatever. You come back out the cave, like, you know what I mean? And ever since coming back out the cave, I just really see like, bro, you can't cut off your other income streams for one that seemed to be able to do what all of them could.
You know what's funny? Not to cut you off. I had a student that quit her job just to try Forex out. Now, her job, she was a nurse making good money, right?
She must have been a beast on the market.
Hold on, though. I don't know what fully made her quit. I don't know if she had a good run week, or she just maybe seen the potential in trading.
Yeah.
Or maybe just got extremely excited within a moment. But yeah, she quit her job, and I think she said she took like 40 grand of her savings money and blew it all.
Oh!
You know, and this is just to say to everybody that's watching is that right there is you can't afford your, what you were saying earlier, because like at the end
don't
of the
do
day,
that.
right, at the end of the day, it kind of goes right back to what you was just saying recently.
Yeah.
And I always say you have to have other streams of income.
Bro,
you have to. There's no way, right? Like my streams of income, I mean, I like even when I first started trading, my first year was my lucky year, I would say. And for me, I didn't really have a mentor, or I didn't have like somebody to back off of, like, kind of like how you got people around you and stuff. I didn't have nobody like that. It was just mainly just YouTube videos, and usually YouTube videos be half cap. So
it's a half cap.
I had I had took an unemployment check and turned that into like 20 G's right within like 4 months. But then I blew it all, not knowing what risk and knowing greed exists and stuff like that. But I still had a job though. You know what I'm saying? I was still working, still doing my thing, because I didn't look at it like, oh, this is my escape. I wanted it to be my escape, but I didn't treat it as this is my escape right now. So so I always say have multiple streams of income. Like for me, just to prove it, just to say it again, I prove it. But my main goal is to make money off of the Forex side and future side, turn that money into other assets that I know I can make money, have more control over, because you don't control the market.
You don't control the market.
So why the hell would you spend all your time and effort to try to get money stuff that you can't control? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I always say, no matter how good you are in trading, or no matter how cold or whatever you think you can be in trading, make your bag, take that bag, put into other business avenues. That's why I got this space right here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I also I started a shoe line when I did it, but I'm not doing anything with the shoe line no more. Had the clothing brand, we talked about that a little bit. Open up a storefront in Mundelein and shit.
But you experienced these things, bro.
Yeah.
You got to experience that.
Yeah.
None of it was a loss.
None of it was a loss, because that's what I'm getting at. It's just really, it just comes down to, as long as you can double your money, take it out, that's good. Because this is what I don't want y'all to do. I don't want you to make money in Forex and use that money for all liabilities. All liabilities. You need assets, right? Everything is liability, from vacations
to a car,
buying a house. It's all liabilities. So it's not assets. Assets is something you make money back. Vacations, you're not making no money back. It's a good experience, but no money back. So you take that money and you do it, and you basically just elevate that into another level. That's why I don't have all jewelry on right now. That's why I don't have the car that I want right now. That's why I don't have a lot of these different things or take these trips, because I know at the end of the day, I'm still slaving. I'm still working. And a lot of people think they're not working when they're trading. You're working.
You're working, bro. You're giving your time.
Right. You're giving your time and your mental. You might work a physical job, but trading is a whole mental job. And it's the same shit. Same shit. Nothing changes at all.
You're just choosing to do it for yourself.
You're just choosing to do it for yourself. Instead of you having somebody watching over you on your shoulder, you're just doing it for yourself.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, what I'm getting at is, you still got to wake up in the AM. You still got to get your butt on the computer and trade, and hopefully look for trades, and hope to God that today you can make money to pay your bills, that you fucking brought all this expensive shit.
It's not always going to happen.
It's not like,
you
might have to, what if the whole month it's just been doing this?
Just weird shit. Yeah, that's what I'm
just
saying.
like, damn, I need money. So what you gonna do?
Force
a trade?
I can't. Yeah, nah.
Fair missing
I learned
out?
that quick. I was like, I learned that quick. Like, you can't just. I used to be the kind of person to eat. Like, when that did happen to me, I was like, let me jump to another pair. You know what I mean? And you would make money in another pair, but it's like, I learned quick though, because I didn't go through thank God, I didn't go through that first. That's why I said it. My way of doing things, the way I would have, when you just, even a couple weeks ago, would have led me on a path of destruction. Bro, I actually stopped trading as much as I did, the day trading, and started investing it.
That's good.
That's why I just brought I was like, hold on, let me put money into over here.
And what is that?
That's my clothing brand. It's called Herb. I want it to be a.
Hey, yo, engineer, can you toss me the shirt real quick? So I want y'all to see this. This is his clothing brand. Appreciate it.
It's called Zadi, y'all.
Zadi.
230 GSM fabric.
We can zoom in on one of these cameras, or this camera right here. So this is the front right here, right?
No label. You got to make sure that you don't sell yourself out. That's the whole point. And you should never have an identity crisis if you're not selling out. You know what I mean? So
that's fire.
Yeah. No label. Make sure you don't sell out, y'all. But like I was saying, bro, even just these shirts, I used to print these, right, in a shop and like hand print. And then I figured out, like Chewy was saying, you know, direct to garment, it's not just about the process because I source this stuff. I take a lot of pride in the fact that these materials, you're gonna have to, you can't just go into like the wholesale shop and go grab it. It's not something, they don't have 100 cotton tees like this laying out in Viva or wherever. They don't. They just don't. I've looked. You know what I mean? So when we take more time to be specific with our intentions, just like even with my trading, bro, we get better results. Not bigger, better. You know what I mean? People think size is better than quality. Yeah. And I'm young, bro, and I know that's a big thing with my generation. Like, even with the, you know, I'm dressed to impress y'all today, right? But what's in my head is worth so much more than what's on my body. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
And in every way, you know what I mean? But my generation, bro, I'm gonna tell you who I was when I came in trading, even just a couple months ago. Get as much as you can, bro, and then you'll be lit.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
All these plans I had just ceased to exist once the money started coming in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Literally. So it's been less than half a year, I recalibrated all of that. Had to go, and I know you know how that is because you're a real master with the shits. But I really had to recalibrate, bro. Had to recalibrate. People take, this is not a comparison, but I'm so serious about my mind and my business. It'll take people 3 to 6 months to do what'll take me a week. Where I will lock myself in the crib, cut myself off from the world, beat myself up mentally, read the book, write the whatever, put myself in mental prison, and I'll get the work done.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you know this, bro. Is leaders, it's not about you.
Yeah, facts.
It's not about you.
Facts.
This whole process, it's not even about you.
Yeah.
This interview, even, it's not even about me. It's like paving the way for what's next.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And inspiring. Inspiring for sure.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my strategy, bro, with psychological trading.
Yeah. He's a psychological trader. That's tough. I don't even think there's anybody out there I really know personally, on a personal level, that's thinking like that. I mean, I'm sure they're thinking like that, but
they are, bro.
Like the strategy, you just, said it out loud. Like that's
psychological trade.
Psychological trade.
You do it. I'm not gonna lie. I watch you do it. Every time I've come in here, I watch you psychologically trade. You feel me? We all do it.
Yeah.
It's just when you start doing it more intentionally.
Yeah, that's facts.
When you start picking out which characters you want to give your time, where you want to spend your time, who, if you even want to spend time, because then time becomes your currency. People are out here chasing dollars.
Yeah, facts.
Real wealth is in your time.
Facts.
That's the real wealth. Hey man, I could charge $1,000 an hour and still not be fulfilled. Why? Because I value my time more than some money. You know what I mean? I might value a 15-minute charter. Never been on a private jet, y'all, but there's something I'm looking forward to. I might value an hour charter to Greece over a whole vacation in Greece because that 1 hour of pure silence in the air just does something different. I don't know how to explain it, but in my mind, that just hits different. That hits way better than a vacation in Greece. Let me just be in the air, in Greece airspace for 2 to 3 hours, reading a book or just meditating on the jet.
That's tough. Yeah.
And then let me go down and already be at peace and mingle with all the people who might piss me off, might do any.
Yeah.
But let me enjoy my shit first in the air.
Right. Yeah.
Not even on the ground. I don't even want to be with. Let me be in Greece airspace.
Yeah.
That's how I be thinking. I want to do lofty things, bro. I want my kingdom. I want everybody attached to it to be feeling like royalty, to be knowing Not feeling or thinking or questioning, knowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the whole, like I said, it's not even about us, bro, at the end of the day. You know, I feel like you could relate with that because
100%.
you a big kingdom builder, bro.
Yeah.
It's not even with your students, with your channel, like it's always deeper than you, bro.
Yep. So we're here to inspire, man. And that's how I see it. We're here to inspire and make things great, you know.
Absolutely.
Why engineer over there snapping her? So yeah, now that being said, what is your plans? I would say I'm gonna just ask you, what is your 1 year goal,
Okay.
your 4-year goal, and your 10-year goal overall? Just you for as a person.
Yeah. For this next year, I want to get used to the space I'm in. That's really my thing. Is like I'm coming from like a low position. For many years of struggling into a place where that's no longer necessary, where your skills will start paying for things that you want. Things I don't have to do this and that to get the things I want anymore. You know.
Yeah.
You could just be patient now. Literally, like you just wait. In this world, that's why I said time is currency. In this world I live in this realm, I wait and the things I want come to me.
Yep.
So obviously I work too, like, you know, you can't just be lazy. You gotta do shit. But
Facts.
For this next year, bro, that's my goal. Get accustomed to doing what I need to do every day. And being okay with doing what I need to do every day. And getting out of the immature mindset that you need to kill yourself every fucking day to make progress. Nah, you don't need to. Like, you could do that a couple times a week. Yeah, you like to work hard. I get it. I'm one of those people. But ultimately, this last week, I just had like some health issues because I haven't been eating and drinking, right? So it's like I've been pushing myself at the expense of myself. For $1, y'all, like this shit is not worth it. It's a fucking dollar. Literally, like it's not even the real currency of time. I'm actually spending more time taking away from my health, bro, than I am. And that's the problem. That's why I feel like this year I'm focused on becoming less of a consumer and taking more control of my economy. Being accustomed to this space. Do what you need to do. And if it's not in that agenda or that line of what you need to do, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I agree.
Period. Because yeah, there's just a lot of weird shit going on out here, bro. And when you're trying to build, like, you're a kingdom builder, bro. When you're trying to build a kingdom, you can't be capping and you can't be just goofing, laughing, all that. Like, it's cool. You know, I'm a very friendly, loving person, but when you in that position, bro, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. That's facts.
So that's my next year goal, is do what I gotta do.
I like that.
Get used to that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You said 4 year, right?
Yeah.
4 year, bro. Whew. In the next 4 years, bro, I would love to be out of the United States, for sure, and have a property somewhere in the United Arab Emirates.
Okay.
Also, I would love to have international real estate running by then. Like,
in 4 years.
Yeah, I know that seems impossible, but it's about having my foot in the door. You know what I mean? I think that in the next 4 years, I can meet the right people to, like, oh yeah, Nick's a real estate contact. Maybe he's not the best, but he's a contact. He's a reliable contact. And I could build my name in the next 4 years. And then obviously, no, you're good, bro. Obviously, what I do now, just kind of like, this is inspiration because you have a studio, bro. This is what I would love to do. I would love to open up my own film studio, but strictly for the purpose of movie making. You know what I mean? Like, because you know, I like, bro.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, that would be raw. Like, just to do, like, y'all come in. I'll even have like days where we direct some of my writings. You know, my screenwrites and my playwrights and stuff. But for the next 4 years, I guess you could say, you could summarize that as stability.
Okay.
So the next 4 years, the goal is real stability, not that fake shit. Like, yeah, we need a couple mil in the bank, or at least you should definitely be over that mil hump. You know what I mean? You should be 10. I'm getting into that 5-10 mil, if not over already. Because I'm humble with time. I understand anything can happen, but I know I would be over that for sure. Like,
another thing too, a lot of you don't even need $1 million in your bank, or even a quarter, half a mil, or
to live
to even consider yourself wealthy.
Yeah, you don't.
Because wealth is actually based off of assets that you may not never even see, but you know you have it.
That's so true, though.
That's what wealth is.
That's
a lot
true.
of people don't know.
That's so true.
A lot of people don't know that. So I like that though.
I still have to have $1 million in assets. Like I don't even care if it's in my checkings account. That means my money's not working for me. But
yeah,
like
this is basically that's where you consider rich.
Yeah, like
you're just rich.
Yeah, like that's cool, but
wealthy, because you could be rich but still be a slave.
Like,
but wealthy is where you have assets and you literally
doing what it's supposed to do for you. You know what I mean?
If you think about it, right? Let's just be logical here. Let's just say we're going to be irrational super, but let's just say like you owned your own energy company.
Yeah.
Let's say you owned 500 million land or acres of land, right? And you build community, you build church, school, and a couple houses and apartment complexes. You got full control. That's wealthy. So
that's wealth.
When it comes to energy, you're not paying nobody but yourself.
You might not even pay yourself.
I don't even have to worry about doing anything. So that's what I'm saying. Wealth is all based off of
you really controlling your own economy, bro.
Controlling your own economy. And that's what I'm getting at.
I like this guy. I like this. I knew there was a reason I met this guy.
That's how I think now. Like, I like, and then you getting there. And you, if not, you already there.
No, I'm getting there, bro.
Got it though. Like, as far as your mindset though, you got it.
I appreciate
mindset it. That's what's gonna make you strive.
I appreciate that.
A lot of people think it's your job, your career, who you know in your circle. It's your mindset. Because it takes your mindset to get to that part.
To do anything.
Yes. So
bro.
Once you got your mindset right, bro, it's you worth it, man. That's why I always, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Inspirational to me anyway. You know, just because how young you are, where your mind is at, and how you moving, and how you think about yourself.
I appreciate overall, that, bro.
Definitely inspirational, you know.
I appreciate
and last thing, 10-year goal. What's your 10-year goal?
10-year goal, bro, is to be in complete control of my economy.
I like that.
That's all there is to say. Like, there should be nothing else that you should have to do.
Yeah.
You should just be living. Exactly. Completely. Like, you shouldn't even be thinking about anything but living.
Exactly.
I swear. Exactly. People should be thinking for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to. People need to be telling me what my business is doing, like, in 10 years. Like, oh, that's how it's going? Well, what do you think should happen with the business? All right, well, I'm going to go to Greece. You guys handle that?
Boss.
I made you the CEO for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, have a good one. I'll be back in 2 weeks. Like, it seems lofty. It seems impossible. It seems I'm from Nigeria. I shouldn't even be here in this seat right now. I was in prison for 3 years just a couple years ago. I was locked up just a couple years ago with no forecast of fortune or favor in my life. None. So I believe that everything that we say and tell ourselves is possible because I didn't listen to what the forecast was. I didn't even listen to what the faces said to me. I just listened to myself. Yeah. I just kept listening to myself. Like, I was just like, bro, you feel like this because it's going to happen. But how you going to make a... How is you... It's... Well, you wouldn't even think of it if you didn't think you could do it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's really how I think. I'm like, you wouldn't even think of it if you didn't think you could do it. So you're going to be offended if you don't do it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, exactly. I'm going to be calling myself all kinds of names if I don't do this. I'm be like, damn.
It's facts.
So, yeah, bro. 10 years, bro, I should be able to look back on the last 10 years of my life. By the time I'm, 34? Okay, so by the time I'm 34?
Yeah, 34.
Yeah, that'll be 2034. Yeah, 34, bro.
You definitely in the right realm.
That's crazy to think my life is gonna be okay by that. That age. Like, that's the work though. Anyone is listening, like, if you can work that hard for 10 years or it's that smart, you're doing yourself a favor. Like, real life. That's what excites me, is to be where you are, bro. And not I don't really, I'm being honest with y'all. Camera, whoever's, I don't even know which camera's on me. Look. Look, y'all, if you are more excited about where you're going than what's going to happen before you get to where you're going, you lost already. You need to be focused on that day-to-day process, that person-to-person interaction, that dollar-to-dollar, whatever it is. That's where the diamonds are. Like, you're going to become so valuable by learning and fully like eating every grain of rice on your plate and like not worrying about what's for dinner tomorrow or breakfast the next. Let the chef feed you. Life gonna feed you if you eat every single thing on your plate. It'll always bring you more. Mm-hmm. Your plate's only gonna be stacked up or whatever you want to call it when you're not eating what's on it. When you leave leftovers, now you got to finish that. Now you put that in the fridge. Now you got a million things you never completed. You never finished eating. You want to finish every meal you can. You know what I mean? That way, in 10 years, like E was just asking me, you can look back and be like, you enjoyed your feast, and now all you got to do is set the table for everybody else to eat. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean?
Cool, man. I appreciate you for stopping by. If you can't, throw out your social media so people can follow you.
Absolutely. You guys get up with me at 𝐒𝐄𝐂𝐇𝐄𝐒. That's TAKEMUP23. And just tap in. Much love always with you, E. And I appreciate ever since I met this guy.
We're gonna be back, do a part 2 for sure.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If y'all want more content, just subscribe, and then I'll see you guys in the community if you ever want to tap into that. Other than that, your boy Solo. We out. Deuces.